The Crusades, a series of religious wars launched by European powers from the late 11th century to the 13th century, aimed primarily at reclaiming Jerusalem and other holy sites in the Levant from Muslim control. These military campaigns were not solely driven by religious fervor. They were also deeply intertwined with the political, economic, and social ambitions of medieval Europe. The backdrop of this tumultuous period reveals a complex interplay of faith, power, and cultural exchange that would shape the course of history. At the close of the 11th century, the Byzantine Empire found itself under siege from the expanding Seljuk Turks, who had taken significant territory in Anatolia and posed a direct threat to the heart of Christendom. In 1095, Byzantine Emperor Alexios I sought assistance from the West, appealing to Pope Urban II for military aid. Urban II, recognizing the potential to unite Christendom under a common cause, seized the opportunity and called for the First Crusade at the Council of Clermont. His rallying cry, Deus vult, or God wills it, resonated powerfully with the populace, igniting a wave of enthusiasm that would lead to one of the most significant military campaigns in medieval history. The First Crusade, 1096 to 1099, proved to be a remarkable success for the European forces. After a grueling journey fraught with hardship and conflict, the Crusaders captured Jerusalem in July 1099, establishing the Kingdom of Jerusalem and several other Crusader states. This victory was celebrated as a divine triumph, and the establishment of these states marked a significant shift in the balance of power in the region. However, the euphoria was short-lived, as the subsequent Crusades faced numerous challenges and failures. The Second Crusade, 1147 to 1149, was launched in response to the fall of Edessa, a Crusader state, to Muslim forces. This campaign, however, ended in disarray, with the Crusaders unable to reclaim the city and suffering significant losses. The failure of the Second Crusade highlighted the difficulties of maintaining cohesion among the various European factions and the complex political landscape of the Holy Land. The Third Crusade, 1189 to 1192, was initiated after the formidable Muslim leader Saladin recaptured Jerusalem in 1187. This crusade featured prominent figures such as Richard I of England, Philip II of France, and Frederick IV of Germany. While Richard achieved some military successes, including the capture of Acre, he ultimately could not recapture Jerusalem. The Treaty of Jaffa allowed for some Christian access to the city, but the Crusaders had failed to achieve their primary objective, further complicating relations between Christians and Muslims. The Fourth Crusade, 1202 to 1204, took an unexpected turn when the Crusaders diverted from their original mission to the Holy Land and instead laid siege to Constantinople, the heart of the Byzantine Empire. This event not only resulted in the establishment of the Latin Empire, but also dealt a devastating blow to the Byzantine Empire, deepening the rift between Eastern and Western Christianity. The sacking of Constantinople in 1204 was a pivotal moment in history, leading to a significant weakening of Byzantine power and setting the stage for the rise of the Ottoman Empire. The subsequent Crusades, including the Children's Crusade in 1212 and the Fifth Crusade, 1217 to 1222, were marked by further failures. The Fifth Crusade attempted to conquer Egypt as a means to gain leverage over Jerusalem, but ultimately faltered. The Sixth Crusade, 1228 to 1229, led by Holy Roman Emperor Frederick II, took a different approach, involving diplomatic negotiations that resulted in a temporary control of Jerusalem without significant military engagement. This marked a shift in strategy, emphasizing that not all attempts to regain the Holy Land required bloodshed. The consequences of the Crusades were profound and multifaceted. Religiously, the Crusades exacerbated the divide between Christianity and Islam, fostering animosity that would persist for centuries. The violent encounters and the rhetoric surrounding the Crusades entrenched a narrative of religious conflict that would echo through history. Additionally, the Fourth Crusade's attack on Constantinople further weakened the bonds between Eastern and Western Christianity, contributing to the schism that had begun centuries earlier. Politically, the Crusades bolstered the power of feudal lords and monarchs in Europe, as the promise of land and wealth motivated many to join the campaigns. This shift in power dynamics also weakened the Byzantine Empire, paving the way for the rise of the Ottomans, who would eventually conquer Constantinople in 1453. The Crusades, therefore, not only altered the political landscape of the Holy Land, but also had lasting implications for European power structures. Economically and culturally, the Crusades facilitated increased trade and cultural exchange between the East and West. The interactions between Crusaders and Muslims led to the introduction of new goods, technologies, and ideas to Europe, setting the stage for the Renaissance. The influx of knowledge from the Islamic world, including advancements in medicine, science, and philosophy, would profoundly influence European thought and development. In conclusion, while the Crusades are often remembered for their military failures and religious zeal, their legacy is far more complex. They reshaped the political, religious, and cultural landscape of Europe and the Middle East, leaving an indelible mark on history. The interplay of faith, ambition, and conflict during this period not only defined the medieval world, but also set the stage for future interactions between civilizations, the effects of which are still felt today. The Crusades serve as a reminder of the intricate and often tumultuous relationship between different cultures and religions throughout history,